Watch out! They may be hovering over you, or you, or you!
Hi. Hello, everyone. Hello, secret message chat. Figured I would just come on 3 minutes early. Little Jude is staring off into space trying to fall asleep. So, tonight we are doing Night of the Living Dead. Now, guys, there is some people in our movie chat that you can't see on screen here that have not seen this film. And also in the description down below, I have the link to the spooky fam reaction to this film with Rez. It was her first time watching it, so I highly suggest watching that replay after you hang out on the stream tonight. So, the tagline to this movie is if it doesn't scare you, you're already dead. Now, I'm not a big zombie movie fan. Spoilers. Brains. Yes. Messages change the chat, really? I haven't seen that yet. On my end anyway. Um I'm not a big zombie movie fan, however, The Night of the Living Dead does it perfectly. And of course, the several sequels that follow. Um a lot of times zombie stuff can be boring, but Romero was the grandfather and like perfect with all the zombie stuff. He's sleeping, by the way, so if you hear him singing, he's sleeping. Um, so, some of the movie chat, about 50% of them, have not seen this. So we're going to try to not spoil Erotic Nights of the Living Dead. Yeah, I'm glad you warned me about that. That would have been funny. That would have been really funny. I gotta make sure I have my YouTube chat over here so that way I can make sure I'm running the polls all right. If you aren't watching on YouTube, because I'm also streaming on X, I highly suggest going over to YouTube because I have polls going on in the live chat just for some little fun and all that good stuff. This is a public domain film because they forgot to, you know, do all the bells and whistles. So while we're waiting for a couple people in the movie chat before we begin, this is one of the most profitable independent movies ever made. When the writers decided to base the film on zombies, they were thinking about what it would be the most shocking thing at the time and for the zombies to do to people, and they decided cannibalism. When the zombies are eating the bodies in the burnt out truck scene, they are actually eating roasted ham covered with chocolate sauce. Honestly, I don't think I'd have a problem eating that, but some people might find that disgusting. I also eat apples with apple juice with Oreos, so don't go with me. Um so Romero has said that the moment they finished editing the film in Pittsburgh, they put a bunch of reels into cans and threw it in the trunk of the car and went to New York City to have any theater want to check it out. You really like the first 10 minutes? Yeah. First 10 minutes is the best, honestly. I've actually been to that cemetery. It's not too far from my grandma. They chose the cemetery, Evan City Cemetery, because it was isolated and they weren't going to be interrupted, by people, which is also why, like, when I used to do spooky photo shoots, we would pick like the giant cemeteries because then people aren't going to be bothering you about what you're doing. We would go to like the older side, like with the 1700s and 1800s and stuff like that. Romero saw very little profit from the film due to his lack of knowledge regarding distribution deals. The distributors walked away with practically all of the profits. That's a hard lesson to learn. Um, so the USA movie rating system was instituted on November 1st, 1968. This film was released October 1st, 1968. It is one of the last films released in the US without a rating. It currently now has a rated R rating, which I'm not sure why because everything's pretty much implied. It's not really a gory film, so if you are somebody in the movie chat, if you are somebody that's not really into a lot of gore or whatever and stuff, this zombie movie is actually perfectly fine for you, so you won't have a problem with that. The body upstairs in the house was made by Romero, who used ping pong balls for the eyes. I actually had a nice talk with John Russo from this movie and the gentleman that played the sheriff when he was alive, and they were very fun to talk to. So far, you guys in the pool would make a run for it? Really? I'm too stubborn to make a run for it. I would be fighting these. I would handle this. The word zombie is never used in the film. The characters and creatures are often referred to as ghouls and flesh eaters. So, let me make sure I don't want to. Oh, Bosco chocolate syrup was used to simulate blood in the film. So therefore, if you are somebody new to horror or anything like that, this is a perfect thing because it's literally just chocolate syrup you'd roll away. I'd fight. I'm like, they're so slow in this movie. I would fight. I'm stubborn like that, so. It was not expected to be a major hit when released in 1968. So we're kind of in that weird era of film and horror where it's kind of changing from like the gothic and kind of silly scares to this kind of stuff. And I don't really want to go through any more trivia because then it's just going to ruin the movie for the people that have not seen it yet. So I'm going to turn it down just a tad so it's not too crazy. Now, I have 3 public domain versions of this up. So if one gets us, I got another one that I know we can use. It shouldn't though, because we've done this before. The music for this film is awesome. I also have the subtitles on for anybody, but because you guys, movie chat said that. Rosemary's Baby is 1968 too. I know. Rosemary's Baby is such a good one. And I finally found the proper version for Black Cat. Rosemary. Oh man, I wish Rosemary's Baby was in the public domain, but it is not, unfortunately. It will not enter public domain until 2063. I still gotta figure out how to do Rosemary's Baby on here though, because I think that'd make for like a great discussion. Even if I just have like Gills on and like we just start talking about the film and everything like that. Because Gills will be back soon. I told him you were requesting him, so. Because he bored up everything. I would fight these zombie things. They only walk like 2 miles an hour. It's fine. I can outrun them. Your first car was a 68 Impala. Nice. So the movie chat is saying that they've seen the more modern Living Dead movies in the series, but never these older ones. Oh, well, these older ones are a treat, and I hope you'll enjoy them. It's cheesy, it's lovely, it's great. I call this kind of like a cozy, spooky movie because, you know, it's just suspenseful and thrilling, and we can have a nice cup of cocoa or whatever and just chill out and watch it. So, now, a part of the other that I learned about this movie way back when is that this beginning scene was actually shot last. So, just another interesting tidbit.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us.
I like how Walker the
We've still got
Zombie
a
from
3-hour drive
1944.
back.
Yeah,
We're not going to be home until after midnight.
I like
Well,
that
if it
one
really
too.
bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
I love
You
that
think I
one
want to
too.
blow Sunday on
I'm
a
a
scene like
big,
this?
big
I figure we're
fan
either
of
going to
like
have
the
to move
40s
Mother
and
out here or move the
50s.
grave into Pittsburgh.
Love it.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh,
That's why I try on Thursdays to do these older older ones. Saturday we're doing Mark of the Vampire,
I don't.
and I'll be joined
I
with
don't even
Mage
remember
on
what the
that
man
one.
looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to
It's
back
a
and
public
forth.
domain Bela Lugosi
Mother
flick.
wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
And
Well, we're here, John,
for
all right?
the movie chat here, you're gonna see a lot of references in this movie that you might see in several other horror and even just TV shows like pop culture. And you gotta remember, it's 1968, so they don't have a bunch of the stuff that we have now that is considered scary. But I do find these ghouls and zombies to be more terrifying because they just look like me and you, and you gotta take a minute to see, like, is this one human or not? So, builds up suspense. That actress still looks great. Really? I haven't seen any modern pictures.
Well, there's no one around.
Of course there's no
Late.
one.
You'd gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's
See,
sleep. on the
Barbara's
time
character is so
I think
annoying
you
in this
complained just to
movie.
hear yourself talk. There it is.
She tells him, you complain to hear yourself talk, but she's like complaining this whole time.
I wonder what happened to the one from
And
last
the reason
year.
I'm not showing a colorized version
Each year we
is
spend
sometimes
good
when
money
people
on these
colorize
things.
them,
We come out
they
here and the
can
one from
copyright
last
them, and
year is
it's no
gone.
longer the public domain
the
version.
flowers
So we're gonna
died.
have to deal with
The
the
caretaker or somebody
gritty,
takes them away.
grainy,
Yeah, a
wonderful
little
black
spit
and white
polish
production,
will
which
clean this up.
is fantastic.
Sell
So
it next
you'll
year.
enjoy it, guys. You'll enjoy
Wonder how
it.
many times we bought the same one.
Movie chat says we are definitely going to watch the replay of the last showing. Well, thank you. It is in the description for
Hey,
afterwards.
come on, Barb. Church was this morning,
You see
huh?
Rez at the edge of her seat, guys. Oh, and good news, guys. I got in touch with Lex, who was a member of the panel from the beginning. And she might pop on every so often as well. And she's doing okay.
Hey, I mean, praying's for
Guys,
church, huh?
Karen.
Come on.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
They're
haven't seen
both
you in
kind of
church
annoying
lately.
characters, to be
Yeah, well.
honest.
There's not much sense in my going to
Like,
church. Do you remember one time
She's
when we
like,
were small,
this
we were out
movie's
here?
Nora.
It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boys, you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
And she's still
You're
scared.
still afraid.
stop
Yes.
it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
He is so good doing
Stop
this,
it.
though.
You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
She'll hear you.
That
comes
zombie
now.
looks like my
I'm getting out
grandfather.
of it.
Johnny.
It's very strange.
Oh, no.
Grandpa, no! That's a pretty shot right there, too. Struggling sounds. I love these subtitles. These subtitles are great. So we got them fighting. It's kind of the way people fight at the gas station at 6 a.m. here. What do you mean there's only a few egg sandwiches left? I mean, that's like the calmest I've seen somebody after they just witnessed something like that. 82 still looks good? Nice. May we all look okay at 82. Hey, baby, wanna go on a date? Message chat says it is creepy. He looks so human, not like a monster. Yes, exactly. They all look like that. So, like, that's what makes it so strange, because you can't really tell who's monster, who's not, until you're, like, up close and personal like this. This reminds me of the guy in my town who sells American cheese out of a Pokemon binder, and if you tell him no, he just tries to keep selling it to you. It's weird. Small town life, I guess. Oh, we need to do music like this again in movies. There you go. Driving to a tree. It's perfect. Totally what I would have done. Yes, it's fine. Dude got all excited. He's like, I got some pep in my step, lady. It's kind of weird though, like how he started walking a lot faster once he realized that they were like alive. So I'm wondering if like these ghouls can actually like sense when somebody is not the Walking Dead like them. Yes, movie chat, I promise you this is better than The Walking Dead. Just saying, it just is. You're lucky that farmhouse is there, lady. How many times are you gonna fall? Take your shoes off and run. Barbara is fantastic for falling and getting on your nerves. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, yes, and just to kind of remind you guys, I do have a second channel, Mercy Hyde Presents, and that's where the uploads of my deep dives of movies are going to be. So if you'd like to follow me over there as well, this channel is my main channel, which is where the live streams and the music stuff will be. But because I'm trying to do all three on one channel, it's messing with the algorithm and it's not putting my stuff where it needs to be seen. So the recorded deep dives are going on the second channel, and I'll also be covering like horror literature and comic books and stuff like that over there as well. So it's Mercy Hyde Presents, and there's a link to it on my main one. Hey, Bob! Hey, Bob, did you ever get a sandwich? I know last night you said you wanted a sandwich and you never got one. I'm not gonna run from these, Bob. I'm gonna slay all the zombies. How's your Thursday night going? Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Zombies never bothered me because they only like brains. Oh my goodness. It depends on how much ammo you got in that barn. I think I would like go absolutely nuts and just want to like sword fight them all like a freaking whack job. Sorry I'm late. I was rehoming my Madagascar Black Widow named Scarlet, watching her build a new web right now. Oh, it's okay. It's 3:45 a.m. My goodness, dude. Well, thank you for showing up. I'm trying to find a happy medium to start these streams at, because I know a lot of you are across the ocean. Right now, I'm currently at the mercy of my son, but he's getting older now, so he's going to be in a routine, and I'm getting an office set up so I can be on different times. Have a safe beer run, Bob. No worries about being late, man. Oh, and Davy. There's the movie chat which isn't on screen, and some of them have not seen this movie, so I'm trying not to spoil it too much. Black widows build their webs like they're on LSD. Nice. I still don't like Barbara's character though. She's very annoying. That's not bad special effects, guys, for back then. I mean, if you didn't know that was there and you went up there, that would give you a little startle. Maybe not something crazy and wacky, but... Lady, get back in the house. Why would you run out there? We just know for sure that if Barbara was left alone, this movie would have ended in like 10 minutes. Because she is not good at surviving. Alright, here we go. Now, honestly, the remake of this movie isn't that bad. And I can't wait. We're going to be having a remake month with the spooky panel.
We can try to get out if we can get some gas. Is there a key?
So that's going to be fun. And you guys get to vote on which remakes we watch for those. So please keep an eye on.
Suppose you try.
Oh, Davey, by the way, are you starting to feel better? I know yesterday you said you had bronchitis. I hope that's clearing up.
Do you live here?
I'd be like, okay, I have no patience. We need to survive. Let's check on what we gotta get.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know. In situations like this, I think
We've got to get out of here.
my mind would just be like, all right, solution mode. I'll worry about the rest after.
Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
Good call. Let's have a snack, collect ourselves. Smart thing. Went to the doctor finally after 5 days of being sick. Should be gone in a few days. Oh, good. Hope that clears up quickly. Bronchitis is never any fun. There's our chocolate syrup. Oh, the movie chat says I never took a peek at this movie because I'm somebody that gets queasy when it comes to a lot of gore, and I thought for sure the zombie movie would be full of gore. You telling us that it's chocolate syrup actually helped me watch that part. Oh, good. No smartphone back then.
What's happening?
That's true.
What's happening?
That's true. Like, hey, man.
Two of them.
And to think though too, like a situation like this would be much prettier back then because like Tom says, there's no smartphones back then, so they're not easily connected as we are today, and we could alert each other really fast. Back then it was just, hey, we're gonna hang tight, sit down, eat a potato, board up the farmhouse. Boom. Look at him go. The old classic grabby hands. I love it. We don't have enough of that. We don't have enough of that in the new ones. No movie chat. I have not seen the new Frankenstein. I'm actually watching that tomorrow. My dude is home tomorrow night, and tomorrow's one of the Fridays where we don't have streams, so me and him are gonna watch that tomorrow. I look forward to it. Yes, Gills has already seen it. And he's gonna watch it again. And apparently 200 people played as extras in this movie. So that would have been a really fun experience, I think. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I thought that was pretty cool when I first learned that. You know, because growing up, you don't think anything of it now. But back then, it was much different. So, yeah. It was a big deal back then. I wonder if, like, how they casted these people. Or were they just like, hey, show up in your PJs, it's fine. Walk slowly towards this guy. He may or may not hit you with a tire iron.
I know we're in here now.
The good thing about Barbara in this movie, though, is like you could see how some people would react and being frozen and shocked.
Don't look at it.
But she also annoys me. She'd be the kind of person you don't want around me in a survival situation. I get in survival mode. Me and Barbara would not get along. I'd be like, look, go upstairs, take a nap. We'll figure this out down here. Apparently, movie chat is trying to guess on who the final people are. But guys, we haven't met all of our characters yet, so you might want to wait on that. The movie that was a very low budget, and also gonna smash it, and I just deal with it. Lives about the monster babies. It's in my all-time favorites. I have that on VHS in my VHS collection, and that's actually one of the movies that we were going to do before Lex left, and we never had a chance to do it. So I would love for that to be voted on to be seen. Great acting and directing for a low budget movie. Everyone is taking it seriously, which is a credit to the director. Yes, absolutely. Like, cause you actually believe these characters, you know. They all represent, like, different versions of how people handle these situations. Nobody's, like, overly macho. Like, even him, like, he's like, hey, what the hell's going on? But he's taking charge because he has to. You know what I mean? And sometimes people thrive in that. I know I did. I thrive in that. I'd be like, okay, let's do this. Keep your brain sane.
Look, I know you're afraid.
Yo.
I'm afraid too.
Yo.
But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. Do you understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we have to
Honestly,
work
they
together.
may
You'll
have
to
been
help me.
alright
Now, I want you to go in and get
if the
some wood
folks
so I
that
can
come
board the
in
place
later
up. You
on didn't
understand?
bother them.
Okay?
It's like Assault on
Okay.
Precinct 13. Precinct 13, that sounds familiar. It's been so long. I think my dude showed me that movie. I like hearing the crickets chirp in my headphones. Sure. That's what you want to do, guys. When the zombies are having an outbreak, turn on a music box. Everything will be okay. Okay. actually going to be deep diving some of John Carpenter's movies on the other channel because I really love him as a director and I love his music and everything. I remember watching Assault on Precinct 13 with my husband the first time I watched it. I was shocked you picked that one to watch, to be honest with you. There you go. She's trying to be helpful. A little bit of effort there. It's better than none. Somebody said that they'd probably be Barbara in this situation. No, thank you. Oh, I wouldn't. I'd be the dude boarding up the windows. Be like, look, we can freak out and chill out later. Let's make sure we're safe first, then we can freak out later. Safety first, freak out later. We're good. We'll overcome this, man. This had to be really cool to see for the first time in a theater. They showed us at the drive-in a lot too.
No, that's wrong.
But I'm talking like the first time, like being the first round of people to see it.
Yeah, this room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long before those things will be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. They're afraid of fire. I found that out.
Okay.
You know a place back down the road
Guys, my
called
computer was
Beekman's?
making weird
Beekman's
thingy
Diner?
boppies.
Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck. I jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. Now, I didn't see them at first.
I just thought it was a crazy
I
mob
could
of
just see
people.
that the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road.
Chuckling right across the
Slammed on my
road.
brakes to keep from hitting it myself.
Perfect
Went
subtitles,
right through the
man.
guardrail.
Perfect subtitles. Chef's kiss.
I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now, it's like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. Still, here's a man screaming. This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled.
This flick is so
Wasn't a
influential,
sign of
literally
life left,
wouldn't have
so-
zombies as they are if not for Romero's ghouls, as they called them while filming.
By now there were no
Absolutely
more
agree.
screams.
I will be showing
I realized that
Mage City of the Living Dead. He
I
hasn't
was
seen that one
alone
yet.
with
I know that's not
50
Romero,
or
so.
60 of
But it's
those
actually one of my
things
favorite
just
zombie movies because like it
standing
has
there,
like a whole story to it.
staring
So
at me.
can't wait to show him that one.
I started to drive.
But yeah, this one,
just
the
plowed right
granddaddy
through
of it
them.
all, man. The granddaddy of it all.
They didn't move. They didn't run or just stood there
They're
staring
just
at
hanging
me.
out. They're just hanging out. Be like, dude, what are you doing?
Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the
Night
air
brought to
like
life in a little bit.
bugs.
We were riding in the cemetery, Johnny and me.
Johnny.
Like, I
We
think we were
came
riding through
to
the
put a wreath
cemetery as if they were
on
like
my
having a
father's
picnic or
grave.
something, you know.
Johnny, and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any.
Hey, Barbara.
And, oh, it's hot in here.
It is.
Hot.
Yep.
Uh,
This guy's had it already. He's like, guys,
and he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?" And I said, "Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late."
this
Johnny
guy's
asked
just
me
like,
if I were
bro,
afraid. And I
can we
said,
get the Cliff
"I'm
Note
not
version,
afraid,
please?
Johnny."
We still have a lot of work to
And
do.
then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it."
No, Johnny wasn't
ran
wrong.
away. And
The colored version is
I
not
went
so
to this
powerful.
man,
I agree,
and I was
Tom.
going to
I agree with
apologize.
that. Absolutely.
Why don't you
That's
just
part of the
keep
reason
calm?
why I like
And I
anytime
looked
I
up,
do a movie watch with
and I
anybody
said,
with this
"Please."
film. It's always the black and white version, and then I just
And
let
he
them know
grabbed me.
that there is a colored version.
He grabbed
The
me.
colored version just doesn't
And he ripped
bring
at
you
me.
into the
He
situation
held me
at
and
all.
he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me!"
Now this guy's like,
Oh,
man, I wish I
help
never
me."
opened
And
up.
he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and
Yup.
he fought this man.
Yup.
I got so afraid. I
Just
ran.
doesn't have that.
I ran. And Johnny didn't come.
Did I get that?
We have to wait for Johnny. Maybe we better go out and get him. We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there.
Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do,
Don't
Barbara.
you hear me?
It's
We've
fine.
got to go out and get him. Please! We have got to go get Johnny! Please help me! Please!
Lady, you left him.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone!
Your brother is dead.
No!
He's
My
like,
brother is not
here's
dead!
the truth.
Oh.
They definitely couldn't put this in a movie today. Bum bum bum. Alright. It's fine. She's fine. She's good. She just needs a nap. It's okay. Movie chat is freaking out about this scene. Guys, it's alright. She's in shock. To be fair, she smacked him first. I think that would just be a natural impulse when somebody's like banging on you. Not saying go around and do that. Of course, try to have a little self-control, but that was the best thing for her, so she could take a nap. Watch me get canceled now, because I made that comment.
Because of the obvious threat to untold
We
numbers
had
of
no
citizens,
radio like
and
that.
because of the crisis which is even now
Very
developing,
good.
this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed
Honestly,
of
I
all
feel like
developments.
a
At this
situation
hour,
like
we
this
repeat,
happening
these are
now
the
would be
facts
so
and
annoying
There
with
is
all
an
like the
epidemic
AI
of mass
videos
murder
and all the
being committed by a
conspiracy
virtual army
theorists
of
and like
unidentified
you don't know
assassins.
what information
The
you're
murders are taking
listening
place
to
in
is
villages,
right.
cities,
And like what back
homes,
then it was
and
very
suburbs
few radio
with no
stations and
apparent
stuff,
pattern
so
or
like
reason for the
it
slaying.
was just
It seems to be
simple.
a sudden general explosion of mass homicide. We have
Beer
some
run
descriptions of the
complete.
assassins.
Everybody, Bob has
Eyewitnesses
completed
say
his
they
beer
are
run.
ordinary-looking people.
He didn't really
Some
have
say
a
they appear
choice.
to be
She
in a
was trying to
kind
go
of
outside to
trance.
certain death.
Others
I
describe
agree,
them as being-
Davey. I agree. Yes, absolutely. And how else are you gonna stop it? Like you said, she's in shock. So I'm scenes in Prince of Darkness are very similar. Yes.
And guard yourself against. Misshapen
We've done
monsters.
Prince of Darkness in the past,
Reaction
and
of
that
law
was
enforcement
fun.
officials is one of
But I
complete
gotta do it
bewilderment this
again
hour. So far, we have
on my own
been
here, because I
unable
can
to
sometimes
determine
go a little
that
bit
any
more in
kind of
depth
organized investigation is yet underway.
in these ones.
Police,
I'm working
sheriff
on
deputies, and
getting a
emergency
better
ambulances
setup on my
are literally
computer too, so I
dead with calls for help.
can make the live
Scenes
stream
be
more
described as mayhem.
interactive. But bear
Mayors
with
of
me, you
Pittsburgh,
guys.
Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors
Baby
of certain
steps.
eastern and midwestern states, have indicated the National Guard may be
I've
mobilized
seen
at any
this movie so
moment,
many
but that has
times I
not
can
happened as
almost
yet.
recite it.
The only advice our
I
reporters have
remember
been able to
finding the
get from
VHS
official
of this in my
sources
dad's
is
box
private
movies. It was
citizens to
this,
stay in their
Evil
homes
Dead,
behind locked
It's
doors.
Alive,
Do not
Blood
venture outside
Salvage.
for any reason until
That's
the
another
nature of
good
this
one we
crisis
gotta
has been
do.
determined, and until we can advise what
And
course
like
of
a lot of the
action
Hammer horror
keep
stuff in a
listening to
box
radio
and
TV.
just
Any
playing.
special
Oh, and the
instructions
Lost
as this
Boys.
crisis develops further.
Um,
Thousands of office
Me and my
and
friend
factory
watched The
workers
Lost
are
Boys so
being
many
urged to
times
stay
in
at their places
the
of
tape.
employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time.
Oh, you did
is simply
rewatch
to
that
stay
stream?
where you
Well, thank you, Bob. Thank you for rewatching it. I appreciate it. Sorry it had to be yesterday. I was just making it for Tuesday because the little potato wasn't feeling good Tuesday night, so I had to do it yesterday. But be sure to show up next Tuesday because I'll have a poll on what album we
Ladies and
should
gentlemen, we just received word
react to
that the
live
president has
next.
called a
I'm pretty
meeting
sure
of
you
his
guys are
cabinet
gonna pick
to
band.
deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the
But
FBI.
I can imagine if this situation happened, like I was saying, like all the AI stuff, and like, I don't think anybody would believe something like this would be happening now, right? With all like the weird stuff going on technology-wise, and
Latest word also from National Press
everybody's
Services
saying
in Washington,
everything.
D.C.
Like,
now tells
nah,
us
it's
that the
nothing.
emergency presidential conference,
Hey.
which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking
My
scientists
top
from the
three,
National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Fate, Spirit, and I Can't Live Without You. I saw my list over there. I literally take notes when I'm doing those so I don't lose my place.
You were listening, have joined their facilities in an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to
Message
stay
says
indoors.
it would be wild
at
for
all
this to
costs.
happen now. I think you're
Late
right about
reports
the
reaching this
AI stuff
newsroom
that
tell of frightened people
make us
seeking
think
refuge
it's
in
false.
churches, schools, and
We
government
probably all
buildings,
wouldn't realize
demanding
until we
shelter
step
and
outside.
protection from the wholesale
Maybe,
murder, which
yeah.
apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Law enforcement officials are at a loss.
I think we kind of notice, but at the same time, it would be crazy. It still could go all back to the Stone Age if the disaster happened. Yes. Yes. I think I'd be okay. I would vote Barbara off the island. 80's over here like, look, I'm not even gonna smack her, I'm just gonna feed her to the ghouls. I agree, Bob. That was a great album. I was really stoked afterwards about it. Definitely going to get a physical copy for myself for my collection. Can't wait to see the next one we do. I know next week you guys voted on a different band, so. I love how subtle like the news report is going on in the background and he's just going about his day. Alright guys, how many of you in chat think you guys would be able to handle the zombie apocalypse if it was like this movie? I think I'd be able to handle it fine. Because I already need very little to be content and happy in life. So if that means I gotta shut in for a while, I know how to garden, I know how to get water, I think I'll be okay. What about you guys? Would you guys be okay?
Southeastern portion of Texas. Similar killings.
He said he was born for the zombie apocalypse.
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
We would all just band together and fight the zombies. All of us movie nerds.
Kind of national emergency.
Tackle the world.
Reports began filtering in. Newsmen and law enforcement agencies were of the opinion
That was
Boarded up
kind
pretty
of
solid
him.
now.
Have some
We ought to be
comfy
all right here for a
shoes.
while.
Dramatically, it was soon apparent that
We have
this
a
was
gun
something
and
more than the
bullets,
usual run of lawlessness.
food, and the radio.
I say they won the lottery with
Sooner or
that.
later, someone bound to come and get us out.
Creatures from outer space. So again, we join with law enforcement agencies, urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Cautious of any suspicious strangers. And keep
I
tuned
could
to your
handle
radio
being
and
alone or
television for
sitting.
survival
I'd
instructions
fine, but
and
outside,
further
hell no.
details
I
of
just
this
let them
continuing
get
story.
me. Oh,
Look, I
yeah,
don't
I
know
think
if
I'd be
you're hearing me.
okay outside, too.
So I'm going upstairs now.
See?
If anything should try to
Yeah,
break in here, I can hear it from up there.
I
I'll
think
be
we'd
down to
all be
take care of it.
alright in our own goofy way. Movie chat just said, hell no,
Everything is
I'm
all
not
right
ready
for
for
now.
this.
I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors
I
later.
see zombies
But
every
you'll be
day.
all right
They
for
stare
now,
at their
okay?
smartphones. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My friends think it's very weird that, like, I will
Civil
literally
defense
go
officials in Cumberland have told
big
newsmen that murder
sections
victims
of not being
show
on my
evidence of having
smartphone.
been
Like,
partially
I have my
devoured.
desktop, and that's where I do my computer stuff. And then when I go about my day, I only have this because they stopped having payphones, and in case I get stuck, I have it. Like, I don't really mess with it much. That's why I don't have a fancy phone. I don't understand. I did this one dare with a friend of mine who's more like on social media and on her tech a lot, and we switched internet habits for a month. I thought I was gonna die, bro. Like, oh my gosh, how she does that every day. I couldn't do it. Nope, couldn't do it.
Consistent reports from witnesses to
Could
the affected
not
people
do it
who
at
acted
all.
as though they were in a kind
It
of
made me
trance
so
were killing
mad and
eating their
agitated.
victims,
I
prompted
hated
authorities
it.
to examine the bodies of some of the victims.
And
Medical
she
authorities
ended up
in Cumberland have
having
concluded
like
that
a
in all
relaxing
cases,
feeling
the
like
killers
she's
are
on a
eating the
vacation.
flesh of the
Hey,
people they murdered.
I just
Repeating this
realized
latest bulletin just received
I have
moments
some
ago from
leftover
Cumberland,
stuff
Maryland,
from the haunt
civil
this
defense
year.
authorities
We were
have
making
told newsmen
props.
that murder
Look at
victims
the eyeballs.
show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they kill.
Right, and they don't
So
know
this
that they're ghouls yet.
incredible
They're
story
just like,
becomes more ghastly with each report.
yes,
It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening,
crazy,
but these are the reports we have been
fantastic.
receiving and passing on to you. Reports which
Oh
have been
gosh,
verified
you guys
as
are
completely
awesome.
as is
You guys are
possible in this
awesome just
confused
talking movies.
situation.
I know we don't have a lot of
It
people
is
talking
happening,
right now.
and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
In the streets, the landscape is literally people glued to their smartphone screen. Yeah, that's why I'm very fortunate that I don't live in a big city part, and I actually like live in a part of America where it's still like Main Street USA, and like when you go out, you still see people not on their phones. Like, so it's kind of cool. It was really cool that during 2020 the kids were playing outside again. It was very, very strange. I've never heard
How are we supposed to know what was going on?
kids play outside for a very long time until then. So that was wild.
Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not anti this stuff, obviously, or else I wouldn't be able to watch movies with you guys and hang out with you guys and stuff, but I think moderation is key.
Well, if there were more, the racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going
I
on?
remember going to a restaurant with my friends, and I was the only one that wasn't constantly looking at my phone. I'm like, you guys invited me out, why are you looking at TikTok? And sending me TikToks.
Right, now you tell me.
We're right here, can't talk. I never went out with them again, because that's just
We
boring.
luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we gotta risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, this guy's a pain in the ass, too.
This, mister.
I feel bad for the dark-haired guy,
Now I
though, with
suggest we
the
all go back downstairs
little bit of a
before
bowl
any of those things
haircut.
find
He
our
was
way
just
here.
literally trying to make sure everything goes
You
good.
got the whole place boarded up?
Yeah, most of it. All but a few spots upstairs. They won't be hard to fix.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
They wouldn't if
Why
you'd
did
shut
they
your
come
trap,
upstairs?
sir.
Kids hurt.
I personally feel like his character, like, ruined it for them, too.
We could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of
That's
us
right.
working, we can fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that up downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy. You know that? You got 1,000,000 windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
But that was a mob of them,
That's
man.
my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of
Movie
those
chat
things.
says,
And as
what are they
soon as
gonna
know
do?
we're here,
Come
this
together
place
and
is gonna
turn
be
over the
gone.
house? You guys are goofy.
Probably get us wherever
Gotta
we
play
go.
some GTA? Oh, nice, bud.
The cellar. The cellar, there's only
I'm
one
gonna be
door,
playing
right?
We Happy
Just
Few
one
on
door,
my
that's
other
all we
channel
have to protect.
soon
Mom and I
too.
fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside. But
I know
up here, all
80's
these
been
windows,
waiting
we
for
never
me
know
to
where they were gonna
continue
head
that because you
next.
got a goofy
You got a
story.
point,
I'm
Mr.
just waiting
Cooper.
for the adapter to
But down
get
in
the
the cellar,
second
there's
screen
no
on my
place to run
computer
to.
so that way I
I
can
mean,
do it.
if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for.
We're gonna repo cars, Bob.
We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
He's correct. Like, it's a hard decision. Okay, how many of you guys would go in the basement with this guy, and how many think that you'd be safer up top?
You know how many's out there?
I don't know.
So you would go in the
Maybe 6 or 7.
basement.
Look, you
Okay.
two can do whatever you like. I'm going
Be on
back down to
top.
the
There's a
cellar,
chance of
and you better
escaping
decide.
and not being
'Cause
boxed
I'm gonna
in.
board
Yeah,
up that
okay.
door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens. Now wait a minute.
Technically, I think the basement would be safest, but only with supplies and a solid door boarded up.
Now wait a minute.
True.
Let's think about this. We can
True.
make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll
I
need
think
some
it would
things
be
from up
like a
here.
last
So
resort
let's
thing,
at least
kind of like a
consider
panic
this a
room.
while.
You know, like if you notice like they're coming closer, you have time to get down there, and it's already stocked full of supplies and stuff. So, yeah, I think it could be a mixture of the two, honestly,
Looks like
right?
about 8 or 10 out there now.
Depending on what's going
More than there
on.
were. There are a lot out back, too.
Yeah, exactly. 2 trapped in the basement limits options if shit hits the fan. Like, that's another thing too, because you never know. So that's why I think it would be like a last resort. Last resort for me. Best option is a boat. That's true. Old School Bob says everybody get on a boat. That way the zombie apocalypse can be thwarted. I can't swim either, Davey. I can't swim either. I want to learn how to. Apparently I did know how to swim when I was younger, but now I don't. I don't know. I wonder what those 3 cemetery dreams I had were all about. Oh! Did you have another one? From the one you told us before? The giant cemeteries? Yeah. Are you talking about the old ones, or did you have another one? I'm curious, too. Especially since you said they were, like, oddly specific. Of course, gotta get a booty shot in a horror film. So, there's your complimentary booty. Bob says zombie apocalypse is the best option as we all become Vikings. No, years ago. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that. I just was curious if you had another one on.
Those things are going to be at every window.
And you said like it was like never ending, right? I'm curious to see what that was all about too. And you've never had them again? Like nothing else? After all this time?
Keep your
That's
hands
weird.
up here. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around
Yeah,
the bush.
I wouldn't play either. This
Well,
is
listen, I got
the
a kid
time
now.
to get to the nitty gritty,
she
my
can't
friends.
I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you.
Movie chat, I really
is tough
liking
for the
this
kid.
so
That old
far.
man is so
Good.
Now, get the hell down in the
Somebody
cellar.
else says, I
can be the
hate
boss
older
down
movies
there.
like this, but
I'm
the
boss
ones
up
you
here.
guys have been showing have been really cool. Thank you. You're welcome.
You know, I want to open this door again.
You're scared to tell it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help...
I'm curious, but I'm not gonna make
Let
you
him
say
go,
it.
man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Wait a minute.
Wait, maybe not such a good option. What if zombies turn the fish into zombies? I didn't think about that. Ooh. See, Bob, your hamster wheel is turning.
Gonna let them get
It's all
hurt,
that
too?
beer.
It's all right, huh? Go ahead.
Feed Baldy to the zombies. Him and Barbara are just voted off the island. Tom, you got me curious, but like I said, I'm not gonna make you say it. That's for sure.
There's lots of places we
But if
can
you
run
ever
to
feel
up here.
comfortable sharing with
Mr.
us,
Cooper,
do tell.
we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
Hey. Hey, kid.
They're like, oh shit, we forgot all about Barbara. Are you okay? It's kind of weird how like the other girl is just like, look at my
I'm not boxing
hair.
myself in down there.
I'm gonna pose over here. Because that's how people sit on the couch when they meet people.
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
No, this woman
What
that
about
plays
Tom and Jim?
his wife
They want to stay up there and let
did a
them.
very good job. Not to
There.
mention the little girl here too.
Two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard the screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they
Oh,
were. and
Tom, I
wasn't about to
forgot. Gills
take any
will be
unnecessary
back
chances.
once in a
Of
while.
course not, Harry.
Is there anything specific that you would like us to cover when he's on the next time? Ooh. I don't know
Is
why
she
I did that. I
alright?
just had a boost of
I don't
caffeine,
know.
guys. Don't blame me.
She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Great band name,
Where'd you get the
Catatonic
bandage?
Barbara. Okay, we'll add it to the list.
Laundry in
See?
the basket,
See,
I
Davey,
suppose.
you're playing the game now. Let's add it to the list of many. Catatonic Barbara.
Let them stay upstairs. Let them.
I think the last one we came up with was
Too many ways those
Traumatizing My
monsters can
Babushka,
get
so
in
that
up
one
there.
seems a little bit.
We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let
That's
them
a
in
good-
down here.
Good goal to
That's
have.
important, isn't it?
Bob, I hope
What?
you get it soon.
To be right, everybody else to be
Especially
wrong.
with you
What do you mean by
promoting
that?
his work the way you do. Oh yes, bubble wrap
Does anyone
compulsion.
up
I
there
have
know
that on the
why
other
we're
piece of
being
paper.
attacked?
That's right.
Whatever it is, it isn't
Bubble
just
wrap
happening here. It's some kind of
compulsion.
mass murder
That is
going on everywhere.
perfect too.
The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and
Great,
you
he's
boarded
good
us
at
in
sci-fi.
down
Okay,
here?
so
I
we'll
know
do
what I'm
more of the
doing.
What did
sci-fi
it
stuff
say?
with
Nothing.
him now.
Nothing. They don't know
I
anything
know he
yet,
wants to
but
do more of the
there's mass
alien
murder everywhere, and people are supposed
stuff,
to look for a safe place to
and-
hide.
Take the boards off that
Oh
door.
man, there was another one that
We
he
are
specifically
staying down
wanted to
here,
do when
Helen.
he's
Harry, that
on.
radio is
So
at least some
I'll
kind of
get in touch with him and I'll see
If the
what
authorities know
what
what's
day he
happening,
can
what
come
they'll
back to
send
show up,
people
and
for us so they tell
we'll
us
get
what
together.
to do.
He's working
How are
on
we
coming
going to know
back to
what's
the
going
panel
on if we
full
lock ourselves
time.
in this
But
dungeon?
now this woman is perfect. She's reacting like, okay, we gotta keep
We
calm,
may
cool,
not enjoy
collected.
living together.
Sequel
But dying
song,
together
bubble
isn't going to
wrap
solve anything.
implosion.
Those people aren't our enemies.
Yes. But Tom, if you can think of anything you want him to specifically talk about, and we'll do an episode. We always take what you guys want us to chill and chat
If
about.
Judy
It's
would
not
come
just our show,
downstairs
you
for
know,
a
it's just
few
us
minutes,
a way to
Harry
hang
and
out
I
with you
can
guys
come
and
upstairs.
talk movies. So we are down for suggestions.
Will you do it?
And if you haven't followed his channel yet, if you go on my
Look,
channel,
honey, nothing's gonna get
he's
done
there.
with
It's
them
Gill
that are
Boy.
near us up here.
And he recently did a deep dive of the horror of Dracula.
Okay, open up.
So they only play pop music. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That'd be great. What would the tour name be?
I'll take good care of her, Helen.
She's all I have.
Yeah, and this is interesting too
Why don't
because
you
you
go
think
upstairs
this
now?
character is sick. Somebody says, I think being locked in the basement with a bald guy would be the most death sentence you could ever get because he seems really selfish and he would sacrifice everybody else but himself. Yeah, They also do a little rap. Yes.
Her brother was killed.
So would they be a J-pop music?
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
Bubble wrap explosion, the finale. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Nice, Bob. It looks like she's sniffing the couch. When in doubt, sniff the couch. It's fine, guys. It's fine.
Don't be afraid of me.
Oh my god. Somebody in the
Helen
message
Cooper,
chat said it's very weird
Harry's
to see
wife.
smoking in movies. Really? I mean, in modern ones it's still there. I guess it's not, like, really there.
This place is
In a
ridiculous.
crisis situation, you
Look
get
at
to know
this.
each other
A million weak
fast.
spots up here.
That is true.
Give me one of those.
That is true. He still seems like a pain in the ass.
Her brother was killed.
And they talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's
Sir,
how much
if
good
you
these
would
windows
calm
are.
your ass. Maybe your bitching brought them to
Why don't you
the
do something to help
house.
somebody?
I would kick that guy's ass. Yeah, me too. I can't stand it.
Here,
Ugh.
I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
But again,
There's
this
a
movie
socket over here.
picks up how people would be in a crisis situation perfectly. Just your average folks, nobody
Hey, you better
special.
watch this and try to understand what's going on.
I'd be like, sir, who are you
I don't
pointing
want
that
anyone's
finger
life on
at?
my
Because I'm about to
Is there
bite it
anything I
off.
can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If
There's a
you
lot of
stay up here, you
finger
take orders
pointing in
from
this
me.
movie.
And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on. There's no sound. Play with the rabbit ears.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up.
He just said it wasn't.
The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came
They don't
from
even
people who
look
were
like reporters, they
understandably
just look like
frightened
scientists.
and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. And medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured.
Oh, it was interesting
I
because
think we
when I
have
got
some late word of just
to
arriving.
speak to John
and I'll
Russo about
interrupt
this
to bring
movie, he
this
said
to
he
you.
had a good time doing this.
This is the latest disclosure in a report from
And
National
you know,
Civil
of course,
Defense
there
Headquarters
were
in
nerves
Washington.
about it too, because it's the
It has
first of
been
its
established
kind, and
that
it was that
persons who have
weird
recently
time
died have been
in
returning to life
film and
and
TV
committing
and all
acts
that
of
stuff.
murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact.
It does seem to be
When
a
this
fact.
emergency first began, radio
Could
and
you
television was
imagine
advising
this in
people to
modern
stay
time?
inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has
Being
now
devoured is
changed.
much better than being
We're
in a class
able to
here.
report a
Anyway,
definite course
yes,
of
that's
action.
why like most of them are dressed
Civil
in
defense
suits.
machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food,
Could you
shelter,
just
medical
imagine if
treatment,
this happened
and
now?
protection
Okay,
by
on the
armed
TV, it'd be
National
like,
Guardsmen.
yo, it's your
Stay
boy,
tuned.
and
The
there are like
broadcasting
some like
stations in your
zombie
local area
eating
will
people
this
out
list of rescue
there, and you know what I
This
mean.
list
Click
will
the
be
like and
repeated
subscribe
throughout our news coverage.
button.
Look for the
Like,
name of the rescue station nearest you.
it'd be so annoying. I can't
Make
even
your
try to be
way
annoying.
that location as soon as possible.
I failed that
So we have that
miserably.
truck. We can get some gas. We can get out of here.
I
There's a
failed
pump out
that
by the shed.
miserably.
I know that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Why is my phone
Called this
going?
afternoon by the president.
What?
Since convening this conference of the
Sorry,
presidential
I
cabinet,
just double
the
checked to
FBI,
make sure my
the
server
Joint Chiefs
got
of
to
Staff,
work on
the
time.
CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts
Okay.
being consulted about an earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level
Okay,
radiation.
sorry about
with
that, guys. I just make sure
Could that
everything's
radiation be
okay.
somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington has posed those questions.
Barbara has the easiest script in the whole movie.
How are you going to get over
Barbara
that
and the
hump?
little girl downstairs.
You're coming from a meeting
Like,
regarding
here,
the
you want
explosion of
to
Venus
get paid
probe, is that right?
$500
Yes, that was
to
the
sit on a
subject of
couch
the
and
meeting.
look
You feel there is
scared?
a connection between this and the phenomenon.
There's a definite connection. A definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations.
There was a very high degree of
Well,
radiation.
just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been
logical
irrefutably
explanation that we
proved.
have at this time.
Of course, now they're all fighting amongst each other. Nobody's gonna get their story straight.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen.
It seems to
I
be.
must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next meeting.
And Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between the
Definite connection.
I feel like that's something I always not everyone would be like, oh, what
Doctor,
next?
please. I thought we decided that is not proved yet.
Or like there
Was
would be
the- was
people
the
like
satellite-
trying to
when the
like
satellite
round
was
up
exploded,
zombies and
Usual
like
amount of radiation
run a
enough to
zombie
cause
sanctuary
mutations
or
under certain
something.
circumstances.
Could have happened.
Have a bearing on it.
I don't think
It
any
does
of
seem to have a
these
bearing.
actors became stars.
Will
I
there
don't
be
think so either. I was looking through
Later.
the
There will be a
page,
reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon.
just to take a look before we got started,
There will be a
and
report this afternoon.
like there's very, let me
Yes.
see,
Later,
Will you close the window?
we are doing everything possible to solve the
it's
problem.
the radiation
No,
that
we
the
have to
gods
try to
will
get out
taught
of
you.
here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get Karen there,
I
we could
think-
get help for her.
Romero is one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
Any moment.
It's only about 17
No, I
miles from
didn't
here.
see any of
You know
them.
this area. You from
See,
around
I met
here?
George
Judy
Castana
and I
too.
are
He
both
played
from
the
around
sheriff,
here.
and he
We were on our
absolutely
way up
loved
to the lake to go
visuals
swimming.
for this. It was really
Judy
fun
had
to
a
talk to
radio, and
him.
we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we
But
came in.
yeah, a
and
lot of these
found the
people
lady
were
upstairs
just
dead.
people that were
Then these
connected
other
with
people
George
came.
somehow.
We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong. How could we possibly get away from here?
Apparently,
We've got a sick child.
apparently,
two women, one woman out of her
one
head,
of
two
the
men, and the
actors
place
that
is
played
surrounded with
a
despair.
zombie was a fellow
Dr.
cinematographer.
Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are
But a
happening.
lot of
Do you have any
them,
answers at this time?
Yes, we have
a
some
lot of them
answers.
didn't really do too
But
much.
first, let me
The mom in the
stress the importance
basement
of
was
seeking
on the
medical
Perry Mason
attention for
TV
anyone who's
show.
been injured in any
She
way.
was in Santa
We don't know
Claus,
yet, what
1996,
complications might
and
result
Chiller
from such
Theater.
injury.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Good advice, Doctor. Now, how about
She
the
didn't do
basic
much.
Well,
Look, you go down there and
And then
tell...
Judith O'Day, who
Now, Judy?
did Barbara.
Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
action taken with regard to the Venus probe. In the cold room at the university, we had a
She
cadaver.
was
Cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning,
apparently
it
she's gonna
opened
be
its
in Night
eyes
of the Living Dead
and began to move its
Genesis.
trunk. It was dead.
She was in
but
Vampire
it
Zombies
opened
from
its
Outer
eyes and tried to
Space.
move.
But I
They
think
watch
she's
upstairs.
crazy.
Did she ask for
A
me?
lot of it's
She
rumored,
doesn't
yeah.
do anything.
I
So
don't understand.
none of them really went off
Baby.
to do crazy
Mommy.
things.
I heard.
Uh-uh.
I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you,
The
Judy.
bald guy was in Santa
The
Claus,
body should be disposed of at once, preferably by
CLAWS,
cremation.
and the Devil
Well, how long
Ant.
after death, then, does the body
And
become reactivated?
apparently,
It's
in,
only a matter of
in
minutes.
2003, he was in the
Minutes?
last
Well,
track
that
of
doesn't give
Night of the
people time
Living
to make
Dead.
any
No,
arrangements.
you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street.
And he's the
and-
real-life
and burned.
father
They must be burned immediately.
of
Soak them with gasoline and
the
burn them.
girl in the basement.
The
So
bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts
Well,
that a
there you
funeral
go,
service
baby.
will give.
there's the
They're
Godzillas.
just dead flesh and dangerous.
I see.
Judy, I need you to find some beds.
Strange
spreads, and
some become
sheets to tear
famous,
up into
most
small
don't.
strips,
Yeah, it
okay?
is strange.
Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
But
Need some
also,
bottles
like,
or jars. Make
you
Molotov
know,
cocktails
I wonder if,
full
like,
before we
some
try
of
to
them
escape.
Hey,
you know,
there's
just
a big can of kerosene down there.
did it to say they were in a movie
I'll look
once,
for the bottles.
you know.
There's a big key ring
A lot
down
of times
there.
when I go to conventions
Maybe
and
a
talk
key
to
to the
people,
gas
they're
pump on it.
like, I
I'll
just did
check.
it. Like Marilyn Burns from
We
the
can toss some
original
cocktails from a window upstairs.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I hung
Meantime,
out with
a couple
her
of
a
us can
couple
go
years
out and
before
try to
she
get the
passed
gas
away,
and come back for the
and
rest of
she
the
was
people.
just saying
But that'll
like
leave the door
how,
open
you know, it
someplace.
was just an opportunity,
Yeah,
and she
that's
took
right.
it, and she
It's gotta be
rocked
this
it,
door.
and her and I had
It's
lunch
closer to
together.
the
It was
truck.
very fun. And then a
Before
lot
we
of
go,
them
we'll put
just
some
be like, hey, it was
supplies
just
behind the cellar
cool
door
to
while
say
we're
that I
out.
did
The
it
rest of you can hold
once.
up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar.
You know,
There's
and
a
those
key
that
on
take
here
it
that's
seriously,
labeled for the
they
gas
either
pump out back.
become an actor or they do
I'm
something
not really
behind the
that used to the
scenes
truck. I found
because
it
they seem to
abandoned.
like behind the scenes better,
I
you
can
know.
handle
So
the truck, no sweat.
You're it then. You and I'll go.
let's go.
We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. Now let's move it.
Solid plan, bro. Solid plan.
Except to the rescue station, which had been set up.
I personally would have just probably tried to
Before
wait
this
it out
emergency is
though
over,
and not moved unless I
we
had
need
to.
many more such rescue stations.
So apparently that actress there was just a friend of Romero, from what it said. And you have to think he probably had like a low budget to do this with, so he's like, hey, where's all my pals? Or my connections?
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom, are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
Chat says,
What about getting out of here?
this is the
Yeah.
slowest zombie
Well,
movie
the
ever.
television
Look,
said that's the right thing to do.
I
We've
think
got to
it's
get to a
fine.
rescue station.
Okay, I think this
I don't
pacing
know.
is just
Come
fine.
on, honey, you're starting
Nothing
to
is
sound like Mr.
slower and
Cooper
more
now.
ridiculous
Why
than
do
The
you
Walking
have to go
Dead.
out
Okay,
there?
I don't
Look,
really
I know
dig
how to
that.
handle that truck, and
She
I
looks
can
like
handle
the
the
girl
pump.
from the Mod
Ben doesn't know
Squad,
anything about
really?
that stuff.
But we're safe in
Wow,
here.
that one
For
did
how
me.
long, honey?
Hey,
We're safe
it's
now.
fine because see, for
But there's
me,
gonna be
it was
more and
interesting
more of
growing
those
up because
things.
growing up with my
I know
parents,
all
like my
that.
grandparents and my parents, we all lived together. So I had my dad's childhood
Remember
and my
when we had the
childhood
big
at the
sled?
same time, which is why I
Remember how
get
difficult it
references
was
when you
for us
send
to
them.
convince you that it was right
Because,
to
you know,
leave?
I had my dad's
Remember
childhood
we
and
had
a
to go to
90s baby
Willard
childhood
then?
at the same time.
This isn't a passing thing, honey.
It was okay.
It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
I remember showing my Oma this movie, and she's like, she loves to commentate and make her own
I just don't
scripts
want
and
you to
stuff
go
like
out
that.
there, that's all.
Hey, Smiley.
And
Where's
it's
that big smile
always
from me?
hilarious because she finds these movies dull.
Boy. You just
You
showed
know
me
what?
you
I've
said,
never
all right.
seen the
We got work
OG
to
Dawn
do.
of the Dead. Really? Oh, we'll
You-
have to do that one time.
Yeah.
I think that's one though that I would have to put up in the Discord though while I'm live. I don't think I could put that one on screen like this. But we definitely, it's a decent one. It's a decent one.
We better get her downstairs.
Mercy, you said you grew up with your grandparents and your parents at the same time. That must have been crazy.
She's right.
It
have to go
was,
downstairs
but
now,
my
just for a little
grandparents
while
are
until we get
European,
back.
so like I had a
We can all
European
leave.
and an American upbringing,
like to leave.
and the skills
Yes.
that it taught me was to be able to talk to people from all over the world. So it's really cool. It's a really cool experience. I never noticed how much it helped me until I was working at the hotel and we had students from all over the world come, and English is not their first language, yet I found a way to communicate with them. And while my grandparents can speak English, their main is German and Polish. And so sometimes you gotta figure out what they want to say. I recently had a dream about my late grandparents' houses in detail, things I forgot. Oh, really? My own grandma's still with us, thankfully. She's gonna be 97 in spring. And she's still in the house that my grandpa built for her. She's very stubborn about it, so. But I feel very fortunate for that. I think that really helped me be able to talk to you guys too, because everybody all over the world looks at this channel now, so. That's why I say, it doesn't bother me if, like, message chat, if you have mistakes in English, it don't bother me. We can work together and figure out what you say. I know a lot of you come from Europe, Asia, you know, stuff like that. We can figure it out together. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. We're all pals here, my friends. I wonder how many shots this took. Like, did they have to retake this scene several times, or they were like, look, don't screw it up, you only get one shot. I passed between 96 and 99. Yeah, my grandfather passed away, I was in like 6th grade. But, you know, I would have loved to hear his commentary to these movies, but he never had the patience to watch movies. He was always outside in the garden or building something. He said movies were a waste of time. And the only time he watched TV was when he was too old to actually go outside and do stuff because of his health. So, and even then, it was just like news or something. It wasn't anything. I hope it was a good dream. It wasn't like a bad dream or a sad dream.
Coming, come on! Get in!
I've never heard of people living with their grandparents and their parents. Look, it's not really a thing that a lot of people do, especially here in America, but in my grandparents' life, it was just tradition to just have family live together and help each other out, and it's just normal for me, and I didn't find out how weird it was until people pointed it out, and I was like, look, I had a great time. That was a really cool time in my childhood, so I wouldn't trade it. You rarely have bad dreams? Same. If I have a bad dream, then I know it's because there's something going on in life and I need to pay attention to it. Rarely ever have bad dreams. Mine are usually really out there or like a movie all the time. Says, great, you don't make me feel bad for living with my parents. I don't see why anybody would make you feel bad, like, unless you're not, like, handling your own as an adult, and you're still acting like a child as an adult, I think that's a problem, but, like, if you're an adult and you guys are happy with your situation and you're achieving shit, who cares what people think? I don't care what people think. The amount of money I have saved and all that stuff for doing things that my grandparents' way, they were smart and they knew what they were talking about. Dun dun. What would your grandpa have said about the zombie apocalypse if this happened? I think he would have just been like, alright, let's shoot them all. Like, he had no chill. The man stood outside and bombs fell. He did not care. He would be just out there trying to handle shit. Aww. I hated seeing them go out like that. I actually like their characters. But yeah, I don't think he would care. He'd be like, look, this is how we're gonna handle it. We're gonna protect the farm. Let's go. He was the boss till the end, man. That's how he rode. Very old school. Actually, he'd be the perfect dude for a situation like this because he could keep calm through like anything. He could keep calm through, and he was very quick. Not just quick-witted with his jokes, but also like quick-witted on like what we have to do to get everything, and he would make sure everybody, you know, be okay. Like he would have been perfect. Perfect for a situation like this. Baldy's over here, like, being a traitor. Damn it, Cooper. My Oma? How she would be in a zombie apocalypse? I think she would be a little bit more of a warrior. But if Grandpa was there, I think he'd be able to keep her calm. You know, 'cause she's just like everybody's little grandma. She worries about everyone. I tell her all the time about how my life shouldn't go and like what you guys bring up and stuff like that sometimes. You know, and she's just like, oh, to my grandchildren, I say hello. Look, he gives Cooper yeah. Like, him punching Cooper is absolutely justified. Like, that man was ready to just let him die for no reason. I would just throw him out the window. Be like, fine, fool. This actor had to have been tired too. Like, he is like literally the only actor that hasn't like sat down for a minute. Well, no, maybe he sat down for a minute when they were listening to the news, but other than that, like, everyone else has just been chilling, and he's just been roaming around. Devil leaves the hammer on Cooper. Yeah, Cooper's not a nice guy. Cooper's the last person you want in your survival team. Like I said earlier, he only cares about himself. And apparently this is the scene where it's ham covered in chocolate syrup, and the actors and actresses were not prepared for that flavor. I would beat him with that 10-pound telephone. 80's over here being feisty tonight. He's being super feisty tonight. He's just like, I'm ready to rock tonight, Mercy. Zombies, no problem. I got this. Now, I personally don't think the ham with the chocolate syrup would be all that bad. It would probably be like a savory, sweet flavor. But if you aren't like prepared, it could be a little alarming. It was basically my grandparents, my parents, and one cousin, and that's all our family, and that's fine by me. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it was just my grandparents, my parents, my brother, and me. My cousins are so much older than me. My brother and I are the youngest grandkids, and then like I have a cousin that's like 10 years older than me, and then I have a couple that are like 20 years older than me, and I think I've only met them once in my life.
We don't have very long
So,
to wait.
like, they're way older than me.
We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
Barbara's still going over her agenda.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know.
This lady's just fed up. She's tired.
We were
Speaking of which, sorry, I gotta turn around and look at the wait.
just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Waiting for that baby monitor to come in so I can have the screen up here and not have to turn my back to you guys. I feel rude when I do.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
I love the subtle makeup that the makeup artist chose for this too. And apparently the makeup artist is one of the zombies by the tree near the end.
What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry?
He's not wrong.
Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
And the fact that they never even notified him before, like, oh yeah, our daughter was bitten, and now they're like freaking risking everybody there.
You have a car? Where?
You're making peanut butter fudge tonight? Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Nice, dude. I love making peanut butter fudge. I have the Vincent Price cookbook, and I'm gonna be going through and making all the recipes on that. And some of them I'm really scared to try. Not gonna lie, some of them I'm just like, this sounds absolutely awful. That actress looks like she doesn't mind the
Being
flavor.
monitored
She's like,
closely by scientists
chocolate
at
in
all the
hand, it's
radiation
fine.
detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So
That
long
guy
as
has
this
an easy job for his
situation
script too,
remains,
because he really
government
could like look
spokesmen
at the
warn
script right in front of
that
him
dead
and nobody
bodies will
would think
continue
of
to be
it. He's
transformed
just reading the
into the
newscast.
flesh-eating
Ba,
ghouls.
ba, 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 ba.
All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search
Movie
and
Chat
destroy
says it's kind
operation
of interesting
against
how
the
they're
ghouls.
working
This one
actively to
conducted
fight
by
the
Sheriff Conan
virus, but they're
McClellan
also
in
keeping
Butler County,
everybody from
Pennsylvania.
hysteria the best
So
they
now let's go to
can.
that film report.
Versus modern day,
All
be
law
like, okay, this is
enforcement
what you gotta
agencies
do, and
and the
everybody and their
military
mother would
have been
be out.
organized
Yeah.
to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul
Well,
can be killed
people are going
by
out
a
there
shot
too.
in the
Sometimes you
head
gotta just handle
or
your
a heavy
own.
blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
That is a very, very good thought process.
No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again.
Now, I'm actually curious about this too. Is like, would
McClellan,
you
how's
guys
everything going?
want
Things aren't going
sometimes for
too
the
bad.
panel
Men are
to
taking it
just
pretty good.
talk
wanna get
about
on the
different
other side of the road
genres
over
as
there?
well?
Chief,
Like,
do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
trying to figure out what we
Well,
could
we
do to
killed
liven
19
up
of
these
them today
shows a
right
little
in
bit,
this
make them
area.
more
Those last three we caught
interactive
trying
and
to claw
fun.
their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't. We heard them
He was
making
a
all kind
very
of noise.
nice
We
guy to
came over
talk
and
to.
beat them off,
May he
blasted
rest in
them down.
peace. The sheriff there,
Yeah,
very,
okay.
very good.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I
He
stand a
was
chance with
nervous
them?
to do
Well,
the
there's no
scene.
problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
It's so
Well, that's
strange
pretty
to
hard
go
to
through
say.
some
We
of
don't
these
know how
movies and
many
be
of
like,
them
oh, I
there
met
are.
them
We
at
know
con,
when we
I met
find
them
them,
at
we can
con.
kill
And I'm
'em.
like, they're not here anymore.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're
Mercy,
messed up.
how did
Well,
it
in
feel to
time, would
meet
you
these
say you ought to
people in
be
real
able to wrap
life?
this up in
Felt
24 hours?
good. I
Well,
mean, what am I supposed
we
to
don't really
be
know.
crazy? Like,
We know we'll be into it most of the night,
like
probably
with
into
me,
the early
I don't
morning.
care if you're famous
We're
or
working
not.
our way toward
You're
Willard,
dust
and we'll
just
team
like
up
me,
with
and
the
I'm gonna
National
treat you
Guard
like
over there, and then we'll be able to
any
give
other,
more
any
definite
other
view.
person. You know, we're
Thank
all
you very
human,
much,
man.
Chief McClellan. This is Bill
Just
Cardell,
laid back, and if you want
WIC,
to talk, fine.
TV
And
11
if
News.
you're a little bit of an ass,
Thank you,
well, then
Bill,
we're
for
just
that
not gonna
report.
conversate. That's all.
Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off
Mercy,
all
do you
the
think
flesh
that
eaters.
saying
So long
goes,
as the
don't
heavy
ever
rain-
meet your heroes, stands true? I mean, I don't think people should be putting their favorite actors or musicians or anything on pedestals.
I don't know.
You know, because you got to remember, you're kind of selling an image. But I mean, I've met a lot of my, I guess, heroes, I per se, and they were very helpful, and they loved when you actually talk to them like we hang out now. So if you ever go to a convention and stuff like that, just
Take a look out
don't
that
be
window.
nervous. Just chill out and have a discussion. Tony Todd let me get free pictures with him outside the convention room because he thought it was stupid that they were making him charge for pictures. He was really cool. And again, if you guys remember when we watched Last Man on Earth, you know, they were saying like they kind of looked like each other a little bit as well. So if you were here for that stream as well, you could kind of see the similarities between this film. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this is so creepy. Just imagine these ghouls reaching out, trying to touch you. Cooper, freaking help, man. You're really gonna let your wife, like, that's fine if you don't like the guy, but you're not gonna be there and make sure your wife's okay? We abroad met several famous people by chance. Yeah. Such a coward. He is a coward, dude. Yeah, dude, I agree. He's a coward. Yeah, a lot of times I met famous people by chance too, because I just I live in an area where people come to vacation a lot, and some big names come up here for vacation. So, in Switzerland, France, Germany, and England. Nice. Nice. There's only been a few that I can count on one hand where they were really ridiculous, and I was just like, I don't care to talk to you, and I kind of threw them off. But it's like, I'm not, like, it don't bother me. Johnny Depp is in Central New York a lot, and that's like 3 hours south of me, and he goes to my friend's shop all the time. And it just... You just leave him alone around here. Bum, bum, bum. Cooper the Coward. Okay, everybody, now we know. If this ever happens, do not be a Cooper Coward. All the ones we met were nice people. I like that. Yeah, a majority of the people that I've met were nice. Like I said, only a select few had kind of like that really bad ego trip. But you just walk away. It's not worth escalating anything. I don't know if it was because they were just having a bad day at that particular time, and I would hope to give them that benefit of the doubt, of course, because we all have bad days. But some people are just like that, you know. There we go. I used to recreate this scene all the time when I was a little girl. Especially when we had the big sunflowers, and I would just like put like stuff on my face and just like walk creepily through the sunflowers and drive my little brother nuts. To this day, my brother is scared of some of the creepy faces I would make at him. Goodbye, Mother. Such a haunting scene. Movie chat said, I thought this movie was going to be awful. I still do. You're right, I still do. When my hair is longer. It's growing, it's growing. I had to chop it off because pregnancy ruined my hair. My hair was done in my butt, dude. I hated that. I had to cut it. I hated it. But I had to. There's Johnny. She's still in shock, and she's still like, that's my brother. I think it's crazy how like Johnny picks her out of everybody, and he's just like, join me, Barbara. Join me with the undead. Hey, look, it's the perks of like living where you can literally do whatever you want. And that famous zombie there. Hey now, little girl. Leave me alone. Dun dun dun. Now's the time, I guess, you would like wait it out in the basement, you know? Last resort, like we were saying. But the main zombie there apparently was a fellow cinematographer. I didn't know that till tonight. See, there's no like more creepy hands in modern films too much. Creepy hands. Creepy hands, the damsel carry. Good old-fashioned stuff. Man, it must have hurt to wear your pants up that high. Are you going to cover the Twilight Zone? I would love to cover the Twilight Zone. That I probably might save like select episodes for a panel night. Because I would only have to be able to show bits and pieces, and it's just, I think, more fun to do that version with the panel. But I think I might do a poll to see what episodes you guys want us to cover and talk about. How about Twilight Zone night? I have them on VHS, and they come in like this big box, and like you can open the cover and it shows you like all the cool artwork and like what episodes are in it. But it's in the storage container right now. Nightbot. Even you're driving me nuts tonight, bro. Dun dun dun. Yeah, 80. Were you there when Rez watched this for the first time? I think you were. I think that was one of the first times you actually came to hang out with us. Can you believe that was like a year ago already? Sorry about that, guys. Maybe have a stream about movie poster art. I would love that. I would love that. I think that's a great idea, Tom. I'm gonna write that down. Like I said, anytime you guys have anything that you think you want us to talk about or touch base on, let me know, man. I'm out here for the conversation. Movie poster art. I think that would be cool. So, like, should we go through the different decades, you think? Like, start in, like, the 1920s and go through? More info about the movie and expand it? Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm always down for viewer feedback. I am thinking of, when we watch movies, making it more fun afterwards, like doing like a proper recap, and like maybe adding some more stuff we could do. VHS tapes have the best art, horror and sci-fi. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, anything, like, you guys are the viewers, and sometimes on this side of the camera, it's a little bit, we gotta remember that you guys are viewing, so we have to, sometimes we often forget viewing from that side. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, so feedback is welcome on how to make our live streams better, man. I'm never gonna take offense if you're like, hey, Mercy, that last stream sucked. This is what you could do better. Tell me. That's how I'm gonna grow, and how you guys can, you know, you guys are part of the show too, and I appreciate it. But for the movie poster art, maybe we could do like the decades, you think? And then we could do like compare, when we get to the more modern, compare against the old, something like that. Because I think that'd be fun. Absolutely. Because see, Thursdays we could stream. We don't always have to just watch a movie. We could chill out and talk about anything, really movie related.
Somebody had a cookout here.
There's George again.
Sure looks like it, Tom.
Nice feller. Nice feller. What was that movie? Oh, somebody. We were talking about John Carpenter before. I'm going to be covering on the deep dive his 1978 TV movie, Someone's Watching Me. I'm going to be covering that, and I'm also going to be doing a deep dive video about it, and I'm also going to be showing it on a Spooky Fam movie panel night live.
Jesus, Devlin, get
I wonder how hard it is to like just drop like that. Because see, when I'm involved in haunts, if I'm not the one running the event, I'm usually the one like running after people or like scaring people. But I've never had to like fall on demand like that. I don't know if I could do that. But I don't remember. But I remember Rose was watching this and she was so pissed off at this ending. Like even to this day, she's just like, I can't believe it, and she loves this movie because of it.
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead.
Good
Let's
shot.
go get him.
Attaboy.
That's another one for the fire.
This ending sucks, but it's also kind of perfect. The true horror ending. Right? It's a realistic ending, and I think that's the most horrific, right? They didn't bother to make sure that he wasn't one of those things. It just sucks because after all that work and everything, and I remember when Rez watched this, and again, I highly suggest you guys watch the replay. It's in the description. Her reaction was, holy crap. Now don't be picking on me because when we first started the panel I was getting used to live streaming, so I'm a little strange in that one. Give me a break, it was a year ago. But also, guys, if you have anything that you would like me to do, or you have like an idea of what you guys want to do, you know, I always take your feedback, and I also have polls like on all my social media, and you can always reach out to me via email or on YouTube, don't matter, Discord, wherever you're at. You can reach out to me and be like, hey, here's a suggestion, and we'll pick it up. We're going to be doing Rocky Horror soon because that's 80 and Teddy's suggestion. I'm just waiting for Teddy to let me know when she'll be here. But, and then Mage likes to do a lot of the Conjuring movies, and I'm not a big fan of the Conjuring movies, but it's interesting to watch things that you're not a big fan of either, so. I'm just gonna let this ending play because I think it fits Logan's run with kills. Okay. I will let him know. Logan's run with kills. One second, my friends. I just have to give him his... Oh. False alarm. Oh, maybe not. Many possibilities. We'll go through it. We'll go through it. I hope Secret Message Chat liked this movie. You guys seem to be fighting over the ending. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to give him his pacifier. Okay. So, that was Night of the Living Dead. Now, I think I might save the fun facts for after the movie, so we have something more to discuss, but this one I kind of talked through that. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities, man, but you know what? We will take whatever. Like, we take viewer suggestions all the time. Thursday, we're doing Blood of Dracula's Castle. This one's kind of groovy, it's kind of weird, and it's bizarre. Very, very bizarre. The first time I watched this one, I got one of those public domain vampire pack DVD things. It came in like bulk, and it was just like random stuff. It had like Nightmare Castle and stuff like that on it. And then I stumbled upon this one, and I looked it up. This one's public domain now. So we'll be checking this out next week. And then The Black Cat for you, Tom. I'm just waiting for proof of public domain for the version I found, so that way I can get that submitted in time, and that way we don't get taken down. So I have not forgotten. I'm hoping to get that one done ASAP because we started it. So I love that one as well. Message chat says the ending of Night of the Living Dead makes me sad. That poor guy ran around in circles and did all that just to die. Yes, but at the same time, you're kind of like, what would you really do? They thought it was one of those things. The last thing on their mind was, man, there's somebody safe in that house. I mean, I guess the boarded up windows would be a first clue, but then maybe not because some of the boards were off. So, uh, did you do Cat People 1942? Not yet, no. Is that one of your suggestions? We can do it. We can do it. I'm gonna go through and make things more fun. More fun. Not that we're not having fun now, but I don't want to just seem to rush everything like we do now. So I agree with adding more facts about the film and talking more about the film. Night of the Living Dead is a treasure, and even for me that's not a zombie fan that much, Romero's zombies I love, and of course Fulci, the zombie movie, and City of the Living Dead I like. It's not public domain. That's fine. Because I think what I might do is I might figure out a way we could do cool live streams with movies like that aren't, because I can show up certain scenes. So maybe live streams with those um will be more of like us chatting together about the facts and the artwork and certain scenes. Um kind of like a deep dive like that where we can just get together and talk about it, something like that, because I'm trying to find a way to do it. I am working on getting a proper license to show non-public domain films. I'm working with, lawyers and stuff like that, getting information, saying what I have to do, so that way this won't be such a pain in the ass for us. So, bear with me. It's very complex, to be honest. I made a note. I'm sure, you know what? Let's message him now. He probably won't answer right now. However, at least it will be done. We'll do that right now. And like I mentioned before, if you guys want to see all my live streams and my music stuff is staying on this channel, but if you want to see the deep dives of movies and other things, you can go over to my second channel, Mercy Hyde Presents, and that's where all my recordings of stuff are going to be going. Okay, I'll tell him that you are suggesting Logan's Run. Tom is me and Logan's Run. There we go. I sent him a message. We'll see if he's on. I don't think so. I think he's working. Your Black Widow is still building, and now I have a jumpy little spider rescued from the hood of my truck while watching the critters do their thing. Nice. Nice. Okay, message chat. Night of the Living Dead is actually kind of haunting to me, that ending. You just feel so defeated. Yeah, it's a strange ending because you feel defeated because he didn't, like, none of the group is a final person, right? But then you feel kind of like you're winning because you see the people overcoming the ghouls. So it's an ending that sticks with you. And I urge you guys to rewatch the film. Look at it. Don't bother watching the colored version like everybody said. It just doesn't have the same thing. The remake in the 90s was good. What was I doing? Oh, Blood of Dracula's Castle. So next week's movie is Blood of Dracula's Castle from 1969. This one, I may have to add little emojis to certain parts so it's not uncensored, but it is a cheesy movie. It's so bad. It's bad. It's got John Carradine in it. But Count Dracula and his wife capture beautiful young women and chain them in the dungeon to be used when they need to satisfy their thirst for blood. This movie's worth several viewings. It is absolutely. So definitely rewatch it. And, you know, you'll definitely see where everybody was inspired by the movie. And definitely check out the remake in the 90s. Now, that's another thing too. For remake month, for the panel, you guys let me know what remakes you would like us to watch. So far, we're going to do the Night of the Living Dead remake and The Fly. So if you guys have any other suggestions for remakes, you know where to. Why not have 2 watch-alongs a week? I usually have one with just me on Thursdays, or sometimes Gills when he can be here. He joins me on Thursdays. And then every other Friday and every Saturday, I have watch-alongs and movie talks with the panel. So, you know, that's kind of what I've been doing. The movie nights every other Friday and every Saturday, we get together with a bunch of horror nerds. So far, it's just been me and Mage lately. Horror Miser's going to be joining us for The Car. He picked The Car from 1977. And we usually have Gills. So yeah, I do have more. So come on down on, every other Friday and every Saturday. Remake of The Thing. John Carpenter's not the 2001s. Yes, we should do that. But yeah, Tom, definitely keep an eye out. Now, tomorrow's Friday is one where we don't have a stream. But Saturday, we're doing Mark of the Vampire from 1935. And that one I can put on screen. That one's public domain. And on Saturday nights, usually after the movie, we talk about the movie, we recap the movie, and then we have like just a after show where they share music. Yes, The Car is fun. So if you want to be there for The Car, that one is going to be on the 22nd, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, which is my time. So I'm not sure what time that would be for you. But all of my live streams are right on this channel on the live tab. You can see what's coming up next. The only ones that are not like pre-planned are the Tuesday and Thursday ones, because usually I go by what you guys, for Thursday ones, you guys vote some in. A lot of people voted for Blood of Dracula's Castle a while ago, so we're going to do that one. The only Thursday I won't be on are for holidays. So, but yeah, I try my best. Wednesdays I can't stream at all, and Monday's kind of difficult for me. So I got Tuesday for music because people vote for that, and then Thursdays I usually do this, and then every other Friday and every Saturday I'm usually on. And if nobody's on for the panel that night, it's just me. So I do them a couple nights a week. Once I can do Wednesdays again, I would love to do more of these. I prefer to do live streams and talk stuff than record. Believe it or not, I like being able to talk with you guys right away. So that's why I'm making this channel my main one for the live streams and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully, if the YouTube algorithm picks up again, because normally we have a lot more here, but the algorithm has been wonky. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wind down tonight because it's already 12:30. Almost. It's 12:20. I'm going to take notes on your suggestions on how to make these better. And Tom, I hope to see you on Friday and Saturdays too. Come on down, except for tomorrow. But everything is on the channel. I pre-do it. Thursday is okay? Okay. And then I will, as my child grows, and I'm not so busy on Wednesdays for him, I can add Wednesday, because I like doing these watch-alongs. I like doing them. So, but eventually it'll get there. So, yeah. Hopefully I could do them more frequently. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wind on down. Well, thanks, Stevie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know these are kind of laid back, so you're welcome. And thank you guys for being here, Tom and Davey and Tom, I hope you figure out what those cemetery dreams were about. I'm still curious about that, sir. And I hope to see you in another ones of the watch-alongs. If you can't make Fridays and Saturdays, my Mondays might open up. So I might be able to do Monday, Thursday, you know, but I don't want to promise that just yet. So far, Thursday, every other Friday and Saturday for right now. And as things open up, there'll be more. Because you guys have been demanding more, so we're going to do them. Yeah, you'll find out. Good. Alright, guys. Have a great one. Davey, have fun with your spiders. Thank you, Tom, for being here. Thank you, 80, for being here, of course. And, of course, the message chat and the people that were just viewing today because they couldn't comment along. Thank you for listening to us today. And thank you again for the suggestions. I've got the old hamster wheel turning, and we'll see how we can do these live streams and make them cool again. Alright, guys. You have a good one. Bye-bye. Dreams are your friend. For sure.
Have a potato.